Hey YouTube, welcome back. Second video on the channel ever, yay. Seemingly I haven't convinced myself to quit, so for as far as fears go, segueing into the topic of the video, fears 0, me 1. Anyway, in the first video I said I can make a whole video about fears, about my fears specifically. So I figured, hey, second video, why not? Let me start by, giving my general definition of what I think fears are. Fears are experiences in your life that trigger a certain reaction that is negative, that you've made up in your mind you don't want to experience again, or ever if you don't have to. So, with that, there's a lot of effects that come from fear. There's paralyzing, there's increased senses in fear, increased senses from fear, like fight or flight, etc., etc. You either get really strong in the ability to handle your fear head on, or you get really agile and quick in the means to escape said fear. But there's a lot more things fears can do to you. Fears can cripple you as a person. Fears can overall make you not want to do things, not want to live, not want to experience life because you're scared of what's going to happen to you. But every person can overcome their fear. Everybody has fears, which makes us all human, but everybody can overcome them. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of fears I have that I'm still working to overcome or have overcome in my 21 years of life. The first fear is of life itself, because as I've been growing up, I've been pretty predestined, if I were to say. A lot of times it's been like I have a lot of expectation to become a certain thing or to work a certain amount at something, and it just overall, at first it drove me for the first 11 years of my life, but then something happened that kind of stole my fire away. I'll make that its own video, therefore I keep having content, but just overall meeting expectations. And meeting expectations of friends, family, the mom and father expectations, the grandparent expectations, the peers expectations, and overall it's kind of like a lot to handle all at one time. So I'm 21 years old, and like I said in the first video, making $12 an hour at my job. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good for myself. I got an apartment, I have a car. Life's not too bad. But I still feel like things can happen in life that make me scared of, the process of being alive altogether. So that's too much. That's enough for just general life. Then I have a fear of relationships. Making them work, knowing that there's a possibility they won't work, and overall trying to forge them can be a pretty scary endeavor. I guess this is a situation in which people will consider me lucky, but I do have a ongoing 4-year strong relationship with my girlfriend, and I'm pretty confident in the relationship as a whole. I don't have any doubts. I plan on marrying her, and just am generally overall happy with myself in this relationship. But I do have fears. Fears that in a way spawn from insecurity and doubt. But cheating is a thing. We all know what cheating is, and it's not fun or fair to happen to people. So that's always a constant reminder in the back of my head of a thing that could happen. I know her pretty well, so I doubt she'll cheat on me. But it's always a possibility. Nothing is 100% certain in this world, and it feels like you can believe in something only enough until you're proved wrong, and then once you've been proved wrong once, it can be easily proved wrong again and again, time after time. So that's the worry that you have. My next fear, I would say, is work. Work is good, I think. I hope, as I've been stating. But there's always the fear of getting fired. Because you have a job, you can lose a job. No job is definite. You are locked in this position for the rest of your life. You're getting paid well, and there's no way you can mess this up. And the more money you get, the more dangerous getting fired is. Because working is how you live. So the fact that your whole life is based on you making a living and earning a certain amount of currency to provide for yourself and continue to exist healthily in this world is pretty scary when that is in jeopardy. Now, I'm not going to say my job is in jeopardy because I'm a pretty good worker, but it's always scary to know that you can lose a job that you're solely doing to provide for yourself, and then therefore no longer have the means to provide for yourself. And then there's YouTube. YouTube as a whole. This crazy adventure that I'm trying out just because I feel like trying it out. You know, I've seen a lot of people do it. I've made my shout outs of the famous people that I follow. The animators that do like life story vlogs, like All One's Out, Jaden Animation, Something Else YT, Let Me Explain Studios, etc., etc. The gamers, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Dashy XP, or Dashy Games, excuse me, and Seaton Man of Legends, and then the general, just information channels like The Bright Side, Top Tens, and etc., etc. Seeing all those and seeing people decide to make a living talking to the world sounds like something that a person like me would enjoy doing. Again, this is a complete stepping out of shell because, as I said in my first video, I'm a pretty timid person. I don't really outwardly go out of my way to be expressive unless I'm in a really comfortable environment. Right now, YouTube is not the most comfortable environment, and there's like ads going on and apocalypses and all this other stuff. So if my channel even makes it off the ground, then that's a miracle in itself. But just because you have fears and you are scared shouldn't stop you from doing what you want to do. So with that, I continue to do YouTube. I will continue to do YouTube because why not? If the world wants to hear what I have to say, then I appreciate it. I appreciate that people would be able to sit here and listen and, you know, understand the world the way I do, or see the world through my eyes. So, thanks again to the platform and to all the people who have watched my video, my first video, and all the people to come. I will appreciate you and welcome you with open arms. This has been Isaiah Harris, and I think I'm done. Till next time. See ya.